Hello and welcome to episode 73 of Learn, Do, Become Radio. I'm April Perry, and here at Learn, Do, Become, we help people who are drowning in the details of life to create simple systems so we can do what matters most. Today's podcast is just a brief one that I recorded on my phone over the summertime, and it's just a short podcast that's hopefully going to help you to look at the beliefs that you have and the mindset you currently have, and to help you to improve things, kind of move in a positive direction. So this is something that I learned from our friend, James Wedmore, who has run a mastermind that we've participated in for the past few years. And in one of our sessions, he taught me something that has really helped. And so we're going to dive in and give you some examples today. Then stick around at the outro. I want to share just something really exciting that's happened inside of our community. All right, enjoy the podcast, and I will see you on the other side. All right, I'm sitting under a beautiful tree on a really nice summer day, and I had some ideas I just wanted to share with you, our Learn to Become community. I know that the beliefs that we have about ourselves often hold us back from what we know is possible. This is most likely true for you, just like it's true for me, just like I believe it's true for everyone. When we believe in ourselves, when we believe that we are on the right course, when we believe we have a higher power directing us, there's a lot more possible than if we don't have those strong beliefs that can propel us forward. But there are limiting beliefs. We hear that a lot nowadays. And I just want to share a couple examples that I think might be helpful. We work with people who are drowning in details of life, people who have a lot of clutter, a lot of piles of stuff, and feel just overwhelmed and stuck. And I realized that one belief that a lot of people have goes something like this. If I have piles of clutter, or I could even say a lot of mental overwhelm, then something is wrong with me. I hear that a lot. People think that it's something that's wrong innately in them. I'm not an organized person. I'm lazy. I'm not as capable of everyone else. I just can't do life. We hear a lot of things like this. And then that means typically there's no way I will ever get out of this overwhelm or get out of these piles. Because if something is inherently wrong with me, then no solution, no program, no book, no idea is ever going to change that. If you've ever read Carol Dweck's book, Mindset, where she talks about a fixed versus a growth mindset, then you understand. If you think, I am the way I am and there's no change, then you're not going to try. I've had a similar limiting belief lately, which I know might sound a little silly, but this is what I've been thinking. If I really love my family, which I do, I'm madly in love with my husband. We have 4 children who I love dearly and would give my life for them, and often do, right? Give my life for them. If I really love my family, then I can't invest the time it takes to really grow, learn, do, become, to really become a thought leader, to have the impact that I believe that I can have, helping people get out of all these piles. I really felt that my love for my family meant that growth in business beyond what we have right now, because we have a lot of growth. We've achieved some pretty amazing things. But I just kept thinking, I've reached my threshold. I can't grow anymore. I can't help any more people. This is about my max because I love my family so much. So if I believe that if I love my family, then I can't invest that time it takes to really live my mission, then that means I can't be the leader that I feel I'm called to be. So this has been going on in circles in my head, and I'm thinking you might have something similar happening for you, where you feel like, well, if I really care about the people in my life, or if I'm really a humble person, or if I'm really going to be able to keep up with all of my current responsibilities, there's no way I can grow my influence and the work that I'm doing. We've talked to so many amazing community members who are doing things inside of their geographical communities, their virtual communities, in their jobs, writing books, helping people, serving, starting businesses. I mean, not everyone here at Learn to Become is an entrepreneur, but everyone who really resonates with this community is striving to do something better. So as I'm thinking about my own life, and I'm actually willing to start saying, you know what? If I really love my family, then I am going to carefully invest my time and energy in the right places, working with the right people, and being really wise about the choices I'm making as I build, learn, do, become, and as I work to become the helper that I feel that I'm meant to be. I hope that you will feel similarly if you're feeling overwhelmed or feeling like you're in a lot of clutter, that if you have piles of stuff, all it means is that you have not yet discovered the system that works best for you, which then means there is all kind of opportunity available for you to be able to learn and do and become. I love what we're doing in our STEP program, helping people learn how to build a STEP command central, learn how to actually get your brain organized so your space can follow. And I just feel such a mission. Like I literally wake up in the morning thinking, how can I help more people today? How can I share with people what we're doing that's creating such amazing results? And as I'm working in my life to be able to step up as a leader who also really loves her family, I hope that you will feel excited about stepping up. I was listening to a podcast today, and I can't remember which one it was. I'll have to go find it. But it was a trainer, like a coach, and he was saying he doesn't want your fear to be stronger than your dreams. And I love that. Just something to think about today. So I encourage you, if there's something that you're hesitating on, sit down and write down these beliefs. If blank, then blank, which means what? And see if you can figure out where you've created some kind of rule for you. Some kind of rule that's keeping you playing small, keeping you safe. And I encourage you to then try to rewrite that in a way that's going to help you to move forward. I'm thrilled about what our community is doing together and hope that just these ideas and the work that we're doing can help make an impact on your life as well. Thanks so much for joining us for today's podcast, and I hope that the ideas are helpful to you. Come to our show notes page, learndobecome.com/episode 73 for a little visual and for a little bit of additional information on how you can change your mindset and how you can take some of the beliefs right now that aren't serving you and transform them into beliefs that will serve you. There will also be links to some additional resources on our website that can be of help. I also just want to share something really exciting that I read yesterday. If you've been following us at Learn, Do, Become, you know that we talk a lot about building this STEP command central. And there was someone who was in our STEP Mastery Facebook group the other day who was coming in to talk about how committed she was to actually starting the program and building her command central. One of our steps in the program is actually declare your commitment. Either write it on a piece of paper, put it on your mirror, come in the Facebook group, tell a friend. But we want you to be committed to making a change. And so I want to read a little bit about what she said. She said, I am committed to this. I have struggled for years, and then all caps, for years. I have had so many light bulb moments going off in my head right now, and I'm so excited. This is the missing piece I have needed. Now, the reason I want to share this is because so many times people say, well, I've tried getting organized. It just hasn't worked. The thing is, if you have tried other organizing systems, most likely there are parts of them that you are going to use with your STEP Command Central. STEP isn't here to replace anyone or compete with anyone. We are here to help you to take all the good things that you have learned about organization and all the good things that you will learn and tie them together with a simple framework where everything can fit. And I want to share a little bit more about this individual story because I think you're going to be able to see yourself in everything that she shares, okay? So it says, between struggling and feeling like a failure with Fly Lady, but loving her zones, which now I see as a wonderful routine to maintain my home, which isn't maintainable yet. I need projects that I can accomplish to get me there. So that was her bullet point 1 is she's loved Fly Lady, and I love Fly Lady too. I read her book Sync Reflections years ago. Totally helped me create an awesome routines list, which I put into an Excel spreadsheet and printed and color coded, which was super fun. But just sometimes the zones alone won't actually solve all the problems, and that's okay. All right, next, she says, finally learning the container principles from A Slob Comes Clean to Declutter, but feeling so overwhelmed by how much I have to do, now I have projects and sub-projects that are achievable accomplishments. Okay, so here's another piece. A Slob Comes Clean, awesome podcast and resource so many people are following and benefiting from. Wonderful. And when you can combine what you learn from her and what you learn from Fly Lady, and then we'll keep moving on, but this is what we're talking about. It all ties together. This isn't competition, this is collaboration. And then she said, never finding planner peace between Erin Condren and bullet journaling. I now have Jane's Agenda disc-bound planner that combines my love of both. Now, little side note on that, we don't recommend one specific planner, like I use a Franklin Covey planner. You can make step work with any planner, but it's really fun if you know what the framework is and you know why you're going to use your planner and how you're going to use it. Makes the biggest difference. And then she continues, yet struggling to make to-do lists that don't leave me feeling like a failure. Now I have next actions and realize all my to-dos all had the, quote, but before I do that, I need to, end quote, or were a complete project that left me overwhelmed, not knowing where to start. Today, I have a next action list and I've already marked over half off, and I will be completely done when I run an errand at lunch and I'm at work. Unbelievable. Okay, so she is knocking her list out of the park because instead of having sub-projects or projects on the list, things that are waiting for something else to happen first before she could do it, now she has an effective list. If you haven't learned how to do this yet, we teach this in our free class, learndobecome.com/step. Just want to make sure you know about that and you can get the resources we have for you. All right, then she continues. All these systems always failed me because I didn't have a real system to deal with the incoming stuff, the waiting for stuff, digital stuff, and the stuff I'll need later that I can never find. So much stuff. Then the piles start again. Depression kicks in. You beat yourself up because other people make it look easy and you feel like a complete loser, and convince yourself you have ADHD because I have too much in my head and I'm trying to remember and I can't focus on simple tasks, or I must have OCD because I need things a certain way. My husband says it doesn't have to be perfect, but my goodness, I have to sweep before I mop, and he doesn't think that I do, and that makes me a perfectionist. I can't make mud and call it clean. I just want it done right. LOL. Okay. I love how much she shared here because this is the story that we tell ourselves. We feel so frustrated when we're sitting in messes and chaos and long lists, and then it's a holiday and then someone needs some costume for something, and then you've got to buy a gift, and then you're like, oh wait, hang on, everyone just outgrew their pants and now I need new dental insurance, and it's like everything needs you all the time and you feel like you can't ever get control of it. And then you cry, and then you think you're crazy, and then you're hungry because you're on some other diet or something like that, and you're like, I just can't do it anymore. And then you just want to yell at your whole family and you want to leave. Okay? We get it. Okay. So let's keep going. Then she says, I also do the Budget Mom, Dave Ramsey, and cash envelopes for our finances and money management. I really, really struggled deciding to spend so much money on yet another system to fail, but I knew I needed this group. I wanted to be able to talk to someone if I needed help. So I went for the Step Mastery course with a knot in my stomach, being so close to Christmas. Okay, I want to comment on that. This program is an investment. Some people aren't ready to make it right away. That's okay. We have a lot of free resources on our website, and we've got all these podcasts. We're on 73 right now. Awesome, right? Okay. But when you're ready, this is 100% worth it because you're going to make an investment in yourself. Then I'll continue to share what she shared. Because if you're in that boat, you're like, oh, I want to join, but it's kind of a lot of money and I don't know. I get it. Here's what she said. Last week, I read and researched all I could, and I took the hour class twice. I purchased some items to create a command central. Yesterday, I purchased the course and delved into it. All the above mentioned systems are great, but I was missing this system. Learn, Do, Become was the missing piece. It connects all those systems in my head into a workable, functioning system. I've had so many aha moments in the last 24 hours, I could cry. I am so excited about this. I finally know why I failed so many times before. Today, I already feel so accomplished with a few next actions I have done. And then she said, it's so nice to have a to-do list that you say, easy, I can do that. Instead of a task I dread and put off, I now have a little list of accomplishments I can feel proud of. I am committed to this and I have found my people. Okay, and then my favorite part is that when she posted that in our Facebook group, people were saying, oh my goodness, this is amazing. Welcome. We've been waiting for you. You're here. I could have written that same thing. You are in the right place. If you are looking for a community to help you, that is why we're here at Learn, Do, Become. I know that it can feel so overwhelming. You're trying to provide for your family, take care of all the details. You're trying to thrive personally. You want to be healthy. You got to manage all the stuff. If you are feeling overwhelmed by it, this is your lifeline. Come to Learn, Do, Become, and we're going to help you. Okay? And then besides just our STEP program, Eric and I are working on life architecture and then eventually Arise. And the way we think about it is that STEP and life architecture are two different, very compatible programs to help you build a Command Central and then architect your life, make that blueprint, make that design. But then both of them are going to kind of funnel into a program we call Arise. And that stands for Anchor, Replenish, Invest, Structure, Expand. It's a little acronym we put together, talking about your own butterfly project, your own transformation. We call it the midlife chrysalis. Isn't that fun? Instead of a midlife crisis. Not just for midlifers, but that's probably who's going to get the most benefit from it. There's a lot of really good stuff coming here at Learn, Do, Become. And as our vision has expanded, we've had to go pretty deep in our roots. It has been a struggle over here, I'm just telling you, as we're trying to figure out all the details and all the tech and how to structure our team and who to hire to be our coaches and where to invest. I mean, I spent 2 hours yesterday trying to figure out if we needed a dedicated IP address for our emails because there was this new offer that came out and a company that was going to help us. And we had to go through legal contracts and figure out if it was the right thing. I mean, there are so many things that are happening behind the scenes that have nothing to do with the forward-facing work we're trying to do. Being here on this podcast is really important to me because I know there are thousands of you listening right now. We have just passed 1 million downloads on Learn, Do, Become Radio, and that seems pretty amazing to me. I am so thrilled that you are here. We are grateful that you're listening, and hopefully you'll not only be able to take the concepts that we talked about in today's episode and apply them to your life, but hopefully you'll be able to move forward with us in whatever way feels best to you here at Learn, Do, Become. If you want links to everything I'm talking about, go to learndobecome.com/episode 73. And if you are brand new and you're thinking, what is this Command Central that everyone's talking about and how do I join your party? Then come to learndobecome.com/step and sign up for a free class. We have an amazing team standing by to help you, to serve you. We have an incredible community. There are more than 8,000 people in our Step Mastery Facebook group. So what we're talking about is if you're in the middle of something or you're having a challenge or you're struggling with email or you're thinking, oh, I've got too many papers or I don't know what to do about this one project or I'm feeling stressed out or I'm looking for the right planner or what app do you use for this? Then you go into your pocket and you open up your phone and you go to that Facebook group and you ask your question. And then usually within minutes, you've got people who are there to answer you and help you. Now, if you're doing it in the middle of the night, it might take a little more time because hopefully our whole community is not on in the middle of the night. But even then, there are some people who are doing it when they can't sleep. So we're here for you. We've got you covered. We are grateful for you and look forward to seeing you soon at learndobecome.com.